Brother gonna rise with the sun. Step 2, get some good, some food in you. Step 3, think real hard about what you wanna be. Step 4, everybody just do your thing.
Wake up, today's gonna be a good day. 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 Yo, set your affirmations, aspirations. I got shit to do, the aftermath of preparation. Good food, good mood, blood in circulation. One step at a time, yeah, that's how you make it. Set a goal you control and the steps you take them. I try to pick one thought, have some concentration.
Good morning, YouTube. Oh, shit. We're getting down the road. Had to stop early yesterday because... What's going on, Mike? I had to stop early yesterday because I had to time it right. I gotta get about 300 miles before 10 o'clock. Well, somewhere around there. Which is possible, and it's going to happen unless I get pulled in for an inspection. The next 3 days is an inspection blitz for 18-wheelers. Let's see. It keeps on blocking my thing. That's annoying. Okay, next 3 days is inspection blitz for 18-wheelers, which kind of brings me to one topic this morning. I did a short on a different platform, saying that if you get a flat, don't drive on it. Pull over to the side and get it taken care of, because if the cops find out, rumor has it's $1,000 ticket. If you knowingly drive with the, well, you got 17 more wheels. Well, that's stupid. The only reason I'm saying that's stupid is because you might make the load shift, depending on which tire it is, how heavy you are, and you got rubber flying all over the daggone road. You know what I'm saying? It's stupid. Like, you see that guy with the flashes? He's moving down real slowly. He's probably got a flat, and he's trying to go for it. And this week, the next 3 days is not the days you want to do that. I'm sorry, and I got a comment yesterday. Oh, I've driven for a month on the flat. You're lying. You're a liar. I've driven 200-300 miles on the flat. You newbie. You're stupid. I'm about to hit 1 million miles. Yeah, I'm new. I'm just saying, pull over. Especially if you're a company driver. It's not your money. It's not your equipment. Pull over. Stop being stupid. Well, I thought I could make it. But there was a guy who made it all the way to the line. He's waiting in line at TA, and a DOT officer came up and did an inspection. He said, "Wait a minute, I'm being inspected. I'm in line to get this flat fixed." So, and he still did an inspection. And he still probably got CSA points. That's just like getting a freaking ticket. You see what I'm saying? It's freaking stupid. Especially when it ain't on your dime. Now, if it's on your dime, I understand. But it ain't on your dime. And you calling everybody else idiots and everything but a child of God. You don't know what you're doing. And it's dangerous to pull over the side of the road. What if your engine ain't working no more, stupid? You got to pull over to the side of the road. What if you got hazmat? If you're still something's wrong, you still got to pull over. You're gonna keep on going and destroy your equipment and the company's equipment. Stupid. But I'm the idiot. Look, when that last video I made, the bar had bent back and it wrapped, and it was to the point it was about to wrap around the second tire. It blew 2 tires, and I'm getting called stupid. And I know, this is trolls. Yeah, but and I told the guy, I said, yeah, let me see you ride a month in the next 3 days. Let me see you do what you said you did for the next 3 days. Oh no, I ain't gonna do that. Oh yeah, because that's a stupid move. Like you see, if you look to the left, so all those trucks parked there can get you a $250 ticket. But if you're desperate, you gotta take the ticket. You know what I mean? There's rules to this crap. It sucks. You know, it really does. I'm not sugarcoating it. It sucks. But I don't have to do. I am over the road, but I'm regional. No, I'm actually dedicated, so that's even better. But you don't have to do all of this, and that's where I'm coming from with that. I mean, come on, man. But now the wife, I have to go to this. I was gonna take off the next 3 days. I don't like to go through the stupid blitz. But I made sure everything's up to par. My paperwork, my logs, everything. I'm set. But they'll find something, so I'm just being friendly and kiss booty. But I have to. My DIY is kicking in. My whatchamacallit, what was I looking for? Oh, I got a lot of stuff I need to do when I get home at the end of the month. I got one more week out here, then I gotta go home. But I gotta play hubby. She is giving me indications that the wife wants attention, needs attention, and we need to get out and do stuff. But look, my credit cards are maxed because of all these cruising and stuff. I'm trying to get caught up, but I got to get out here and I got to do what I got to do to make sure she's happy. Because, all I do is drive for a living, but when I get home, we got to go somewhere. Who's driving? We got to go. Let's do this. Let's go out. Okay. I'm struggling and watching so I can get my bills paid. Let's go out. Really? Okay. Yes, dear. You know what I'm saying? Yes, my love. Yes. we got to the end of the month to pay for this next cruise. We don't know where it's coming from, but yes, dear. God. But hey, it's coming from somewhere. If I got to pull it out the crack of my butthole, it's coming. But back to, I got to go home. I got to shovel up all that mud from the idiots. They got all the trees removed. Then they got it graded, and it didn't grade it right. They had a bunch of Mexicans go over there, and they just graded it straight and everything else. And as soon as it rained, all that mud, they put just a little bit of hay down. Okay, we make it look like something. Put a little bit of hay, it's gonna look like something. As soon as it rained. They came right across the flood. Came right across my retaining wall. and deposited on my property. Probably plugged up my daggone drain with mud, and now I got to shovel up all of that clay, that Georgia clay. I got to shovel all that out of my driveway. Well, it's all right. I got spots where I need some dirt anyway. I'm not gonna be mad. I'm not even gonna fix it, because I'm not gonna fix it till they fix that stupid what they did. They're gonna have to put some sod down. They can't put seed, because every time it rains, it's gonna wash it all away. But y'all know everything. And no, I'm gonna sound bigoted, but all Mexicans don't know everything. And then you're gonna just scrape. You got to know how to grade that right. It was never graded right the first time, but then you remove the trees and the brush and everything else, and we got nothing but a flood. I hate to see what my backyard look like, because when that drain gets over, when the drain gets goes over the capacity, that's why I got to put another pipe in there. If it runs across the lawn, so that's just ain't that just wonderful? And I'm not starting this out as complaining. Well, actually, it sounds like I am complaining. But my freaking windows are fogging up. Okay. Let's see. What is our temperature? I'm in Florida. Oh, it's 67, but it was like 102 yesterday. Tell me that ain't crazy. Let's see here. Oh, I'm sitting there looking and wondering. My comments weren't moving. I says, why no? I don't hear nothing. Um, yeah, Mike, it's stupid, very stupid. But I mean, what is getting mad gonna get me? What is yelling at them? I don't want no drama. I just want to be left alone. So every time now, and guess what? It's raining all week. It's raining all week. To. I'm gonna have to. I gotta redo the other side of that retaining wall anyway. But I need to. What I'm gonna do is my retaining wall is those railroad ties. I'm gonna put another row of railroad ties on the top of the retaining wall, and then I'm gonna dig a trench on the other side, and I'm gonna cut. I'm gonna see if I can get go to Home Depot and get the biggest pipe I can find, and I'm gonna cut it in half lengthwise, and put that in the I'm gonna put that in the trench at a slant all the way. And then what I'm gonna do is put rocks on top of that, so when the water comes that way, because it's gonna keep on coming that way, even when they fix this stupid thing. But I needed to go down through the rocks, hit that pipe at the slant, and go down to the end of my driveway, and not just go over my driveway. I know I've been talking about it for years, but I gotta start buying the stuff for it. We all ain't got the money. I got other things I want to do first, and it's frustrating. But I got my garage door is the sensors are going bad. The sensors is going bad. So it works on the inside, but on the outside, when you hit the remote, the light flashes. So I just ordered some sensors that they should have came in yesterday. So I'm gonna do a video on replacing those. And I want to start. I want to start coring, not coring, but start plugging some more, and the stuff that I want to do. But it's not understood that I need to wind down from doing all of this. I need to wind down from being stressed out here all the time. I need to wind down to feel like I'm at home again. It takes a while. I don't just walk through the door and I feel like I'm at home. It takes a minute. It takes It takes the depressurizing. Then I feel like that I'm at home. Well, another thing, they got a 3-day blitz, so I might have to cut this live if I go through the scale house and they pull me in because I'm getting inspected. We're not putting that online. But, hey, what's up, Deke? What's up, Deke? Minister Deacon and everything in between. Oh boy. I'm kind of sort of waiting till June. I think it's going to be July. It's going to be July. I'm kind of sort of waiting till July so I start putting other more different cooking utensils in the truck. Because I'm cooking basic stuff in the air fryer, and I'm getting tired of the hot dogs and the sausage, and I want some real food. Hold on. I want some real food. Yeah. I think I'm still waking up. Oh, we're going to, I seen on the other platform that there is a ferry down in Fort Myers, Florida. I think it's $150 a person. I think, don't quote me on that. I think it's $150 a person to take the ferry from Fort Myers, Florida to Bimini, Bahamas. I was telling the wife, why don't we do that? I was saying, let's do a short trip. Oh, let's do 4 days. Okay, 4 days is money. Can we do a short trip? Let's do 4 days. Oh, boy. Okay. I'm just trying to try it out. And then if you like it, we can come back again. Yeah, hello. But it's a ferry which you go across the Bimini, Bahamas, and then you get a room in one of the resorts or so forth, and spend some time. We need to start doing some. I want to do some short trips. Oh, let's do 4 days. Okay. I need to relax. Y'all know I get high strung. But it is what it is. Let's see here. I'm playing with my little. Come on. to see in that video, that's my lawn. That's a mixture of perennial ryegrass and Kentucky bluegrass. Didn't it look beautiful? But when June hits, when June hits, because of the heat down here, that all that mess just dies off like a mother effer. That's why I haven't overseeded with Kentucky bluegrass, right? Because it's a northern grass anyway. That's why we're slowly growing our grass. We're slowly picking up, and this rain, all this week has been nothing but a godsend. It's been nothing but a blessing. It's been nothing but me saving money on water. But it's been nothing but a godsend, even though stupid flooded me out. But that's all right. Nothing that a 6-pack of Budweiser, Michelob Ultra won't fix. But I'm looking at. I was going to. Right now, I'm going to fix up both of those real mowers. I don't know if I'm gonna sell them or not, because I was looking at two other machines. Not just look. I was looking at the auction. Yeah, no, I don't need to be. There was nothing I wanted, but I was just looking. I'm like, man, I had one of them. You know, you know, and I don't want to feel like that again. I think I might keep both of them, or I might just sell one. I don't know. It just depends on what mood. But I'm one of them is staying, because I can adjust it, and I kind of like it set up. I just gotta fix it. Not fix it, or bring it back to life or whatever. I'm not gonna fully take it apart, because some of that insides, I get it off, I ain't gonna be able to get it back on. That's the hard part about some of these real mowers. You gotta really know what you're doing. So I'm gonna take stuff off to a point. But back to the other thing. I'm really looking for a time for the Bimini Bahamas. Wait a minute. Light. Nah. Didn't say nothing not to go in there, but I'm going in there. I ain't trying to piss nobody. I ain't trying to piss nobody off next week. I ain't trying to piss them off, period. But the next 3 days, I need to Google what is the purpose of this. But they always ask you. I think they scan your plates and they know what you got in the truck. They just want to hear you say it. I'm carrying fruit juice. Oh boy. Yeah. They wave you off. Okay, no problem. You ain't hurt my feeling nothing. But Charles and them went down to Bimini, Bahamas, and they spent the week down there. I'm thinking about it, and maybe renting a golf cart or something. And she's like, "Why are we renting a golf cart?" Cause Ninja, I ain't trying to walk all over the daggone place. Stop. Yeah, you can tell. Do I still sound tired, guys? But I'm gonna check it out. We'll see. We'll see. There's another thing I seen. It's at Pigeon Forge, Tennessee. is like one of the world's longest, one of the world's longest zip lines. All right, guys, I might have to. I'm going into another scale house, so if they pull me in, I might have to cut this short. But we'll see in a second. But till then, we're just gonna talk about the world's longest uh, zip line, and you get in this like um, it ain't a bus, but it looks like a tram or something, and it takes you to the top of the mountain, and it's just one long cable. It ain't double cable. It should be need to be double cable, but it's one long cable, and you could do the speed. You could either go, you go haul ass or go, go as slow as you want. I sent the thing to Charles to see if he want to do it. I'm down. I'm down for that one. That looks like an experience. I'm just saying, it looks like an experience. I'm just gonna say it like that. It looks like an experience. Let's see here. Yeah, I'm really heavy, but I checked my weight. Yeah, yeah. Truck and her weight station. Well, it seems like they got everybody in their weight station. See which way he wants me to go. I know I'm getting laid. Yes, sir. All right. 20. Okay. Good morning. Welcome in. Y'all are watching me sweat going into the scale house. The doom of it all. But I know my weight is right because I scaled it before. There we go. Got the green light. I was like, wait a minute, that light been red for a minute there. I was like, uh-oh. I was like, uh-oh. Oh, Jesus, take the wheel. But the thing, you know, the thing about that is being an empath and being highly strung, highly emotional gentleman. Everything affects me in one crazy behind way. You know what I mean? And that's why, even like, cruising on the high seas, some of us have to learn a new way to handle ourselves. See, a lot of people, oh, this ghetto, everybody's ghetto, and you don't know what it feels like to to grow up in certain situations, grow up in certain areas. You know what I'm saying? It's kill or be killed. That's why a lot of what's going on in the cruising community, a lot of these people are coming from certain, I'll say it this way, certain areas of life. They're coming from certain areas of life and are not used to different situations. They're not used to arrogant people. They're not used to, and they're used to coming at, you got to learn how to come at a person a certain way. Because, like, I've been on cruises where, this was country. They were country. Where they sitting in the hot tub and still got the baseball cap on and got the fish hook on the tip of the baseball cap. They country. But that tell you something. That guy done came from the Midwest, the West, and he might not look like he could take you out, but he could take you out. Because you know what he do all day? He throws about 100-pound bales of hay off of the tractor, or 50-pound bags of seed. He ain't got nothing to do. He been on a Friday or Saturday night to be in nothing but a bar fight. You got to use some common sense. You got to use some common sense to know the people you're dealing with when they come from all over the United States. So if I bump somebody, oh, excuse me. Oh, so, excuse me, pardon me. Thank you. Sorry. Real quick. Look, sorry. I know that when I drink on vacation, I have a limit. Wife don't think I do. She just think I'm a natural born alcoholic. I have a limit. I have a limit where I stop at. You know what I'm saying? I have a limit where I hold the line, because after that I don't become a dick, D-I-C-K, but I become I have less control. Let's say it that way. Hey, good morning, Tampa. How you doing? I have less control. And see, a lot of times we don't realize, I'm saying we meaning me, realize that are we loose? Do I have control of my life? Did I lose control of my life? And that's why I came up with, the main topic. The main topic. It might be a short topic. It might be a very short topic. But a lot of times, and that's what sells. Negativeness sells, about relationships, about everything, and then but a lot of people, and I have to agree. I'm sorry, you ladies gonna be mad at me, but a lot of women, and I'm not saying anyone in this chat, so forgive me, don't want to take accountability for being toxic. And I look back at the person I used to be compared to who I am now. I look back, I've come such a long way, but I've got a long way to go. And a short time to get there. We eastbound down. Only a trucker or somebody wants smoking abandoned on that joke. But I try my best to stay humble. This is the longest longest good relationship that I've ever been in. In my first marriage, I was married to that idiot for 20, 24, 25 years. But there was nothing good about that. There was nothing good about that. I've been with Norma for 10 years. It's the best thing that ever happened to me. But I know when she first met me, I was damaged goods. I know through all of the process of being damaged goods, I had to look deep within myself to figure out, because technically, honestly, I need counseling. I can't afford it. You guys have been my counselor for the last couple of years. Just throwing stuff out there, yelling and screaming and getting mad and releasing all it and remembering a lot of pain. But I was what folks would call a simp. Not because I wanted to, but because I was living in my own. I was living in my own prison, my own mental prison, my own emotional prison, my own prison. And a lot of people, what we don't look at is why does bad things keep happening to me? What is going on with this? What is going on with what is the focal point? Well, it turns out the focal point was me. I was making bad decisions. I was making bad assumptions. I was having a hard time trying to figure it out. And I was making choices. What I thought was a different person was the same person I was attracted to. I was attracted to negative things that caused toxicity in my life. Because all I was used to is being toxic. All I was used to is yelling and screaming. All I was used to is fighting. All I was used to is battling out and thinking that was love. Thinking and believing that was my attention, that was the attention, and thinking that that's what I needed. And not figuring out and learning, one, I gotta love myself first. You know, I have been on this weight loss journey for a minute. Ups and downs, highs and lows. But I've been on this weight loss journey for a good minute. But I've let everybody else control the narrative. I still haven't learned how to control the narrative. Do I know how to talk to my wife? Somewhat. I think I could be better. I think I can do better. I think I could be more understanding. But see, all of that, when you realize about being a toxic person, am I toxic? I think sometimes I am, because I'm afraid that you're gonna walk all over me. And I've put up a wall that might be causing my own damage. So every time I look at myself, when driving and I got all this time on my plate. I got all this time on my plate driving. I look and say to myself, what can I do to be better? What can I do? And see, ministers in here, we can look at the Bible, we can read the Bible, we can study the Bible, we can memorize the Bible, but if we're not living, and the thing is, I need to crack open that Ethiopian Bible, I really do. Because the stuff I hear about King James and all of that stuff, I'm not with it. I need more. But the thing is, there's a lot in just the regular Bible that we need to understand. Is it's not even following it. Do we accept it? Do we accept the fact that we are sinful but saved by grace? A lot of people that are religious, I was a whore at one time, a hoe, and now I'm saved by His grace, so I'm better than you. No, you're not. No, you're not. We need to understand that humbleness and humility will fix all of this foolishness. And this is my opinion. People can say such hateful and hurtful things, but you got to look at it. What happened to them? What happened to them to make them be like that? People, what happened to them to make them hold on to that? Because my high school is having a class reunion. I think it's 30 or 40 years or some crap. I don't know. I'm really not. I was gonna go if Charles go, but that would just give me a reason to go back home, get me some pizza and some Chinese food, and do the New York thing, as a tourist again. But I'm really not looking to it because guess what? I didn't realize I still got some high school hurt. We be thinking we be thinking we heal. We be thinking we done went through, we done got over it. But I got some high school hurt. And I'm thinking, instead of going to that, I'm thinking of there is a lawn care expo in Louisville, Kentucky. I think it's around the same time. I'm thinking about going there for the weekend. Getting in the car, driving up there, walking through, and seeing the new lawnmowers and all the stuff that I'm never in my life going to be able to afford. And they let you drive some of the lawnmowers out in the field. They got hay bales and stuff like that. I want to do that. Make some videos of stuff, and I think I want to do that. But I'll see what Charles gonna do. But and the reason I'm saying that is, am I toxic because I still haven't let go of a lot of hurt? Am I toxic because I'm still hurting inside and don't realize it? Because I've said some harsh things in the last 10 years and didn't realize I said it until it was brought back up. I've hurt feelings because I didn't want my feelings to be hurt. So was that a smart move? Nah, not really. That was that was the a-hole move. I've, in the last 10 years, I've found um, relief valves and stuff like that. Walking with one of them. Cruising is another, and lawn care is a big deal. DIY to release a lot of anger, release a lot of frustration, to release a lot of hurt, to release a lot of those why questions. Why me? Why did this happen to me? Why did me saying why not? Something had to turn you around. Something had to make you straighten up and get right. Something had to make you recognize that you might be a part of the problem. That you might be a part of the problem that you're generating. You might be the one that's generating good 50% of what's going on in your life. So if you don't like the situation, you need to correct self first. You don't like the situation, watch your mouth. You always hear a lot of women say, well, I need someone that can handle me. No, you ain't no animal. Handle yourself. Watch your mouth. If you don't want to hurt somebody's feelings, then think about it first before it comes out your mouth. You know what I'm saying? What the heck? I'm trying to figure out why. Oh boy. I got it. And it's so funny. I didn't realize I got so many problems, and OCD is one of them. I want to go home so bad and plug my lawn, but I got work to do. I want to go home so bad and plug my lawn, but I got work to do. Oh boy, what a day. So what am I saying? Partially, I might still be a toxic person, but I'm still working on it. I'm still trying to be better. I'm trying to be a better person, better husband, a better man. Oh, a real man does this. Nobody told me what a real man does. I'm trying to figure out what this man want to be, what this man want to do. A real man. What am I? What am I, chopped liver? Oh, Lord. The hard part about doing this on the road in certain areas, no signal. When I started out, the rest stop I had no signal. I said, well, we might have to cancel this one. I had no signal. and get down the road a little bit, and you just it's hard. It's rough, bro. It's rough. And I've got to. Some nights I got to drive through the night, and some nights I got to stop early, and you want to stay steady with whatever you do. Like I got to get back into doing the shorts and that stuff. Yes, but I'm like, man, I need to get some sleep. I need to get some rest. I gotta get down the road. I gotta do this. But we'll figure it out. You know, it's it's all about well, we're coming right up to the state line, leaving Florida and going to Georgia, and I got 2 scale houses to go through. I don't think this first one is gonna be about 20 miles down. I don't think that first one I got. No, let me shut up. Let me shut up and jinx myself. But it's usually the ones that ain't open are gonna be open. So we gonna see. Because we done made it in there. We're leaving Florida. Hurry back to the free state of Florida. Free my behind. Fascist behind government. She say, oh well. But it is what it is. What the heck? Let's see here.
Step 1, wake up early, gonna rise with the sun. Step 2, get some good, some food in you. Step 3, think real hard about what you wanna be. Step 4, everybody just do your thing.
Wake up, today's gonna be a good day. 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 Yo, set your affirmations, aspirations. I got shit to do, the aftermath of preparation. Good food, good mood, blood in circulation.
One thing I learned, and it just dawned on me, eating those carbs and all of that stuff, it's bringing my blood pressure up because my body's going into overdrive trying to digest all this crap. So I need to start listening to what the doctor told me a while ago. I need to start doing smaller meals instead of 3 meals a day. It's either 5 or 6 smaller meals to not put so much overdrive on my stomach, and it makes me tired. And then I'm taking coffee to override that, and I'm just making myself really sick, you know. Oh boy. All right, guys, I'm gonna go ahead and cut it short. Ran out of steam. So coming up next, Wellness for Frugal Mama. Thank y'all for coming in. Thank you for listening to the live. Eddie Lugo Studios after that, 7:15. Cruising is fun anytime at 9 o'clock with Eddie Lugo Studios. And Miss T with the T at 9:15. You guys, as always, think nobody loves you, I love you, and God loves you. Y'all have a blessed day. Wish me luck. I don't get pulled in, and I keep on going so I can get this load in before. I got to get there before 12, so I get this load in, so I can be on this check. The stuff I got to do to make sure my check's straight, so I got enough to pay the bills. Don't you? You gotta love it. All right, guys, take it easy. Be blessed.